नाम से हम आज के एक छोटी सी एक सेशन का आगाज़ करते हैं। एक एक्सक्लूसिव एक टॉक है। दिस इज़ एक्सक्लूसिव टॉक विद द ऑनरेबल गवर्नर सिंध इमरान इस्माइल साहब। सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर टाइम, स्पेशली थैंक यू फॉर द टीम. Sir, the basic purpose of this exclusive interview is basically the 100 top leaders and CEOs of Pakistan, which is being published, and next one is being launched. Sir, the objective of this interview is the best practices of the, especially the of the organizations and the people, the leaders especially, and the basic the focus is the governance. And mashallah, as a constitutional role, you are playing as a governor of the one of the largest province of Pakistan. Sir, Imran sir, please share with me the biggest challenge in this country for the last 70 years is the governance and especially bad governance, and especially the lack of leadership. What is your take on what is the constitutional role of a governor, and what are the basic practices of the good governance you are implementing in your constituency, in your province, sir?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You have correctly pointed out about the governance in Pakistan.
Yes, sir.
I would say, very unfortunately, right after 65, I would say mid-60s, early 70s, Pakistan started declining. And declining, the fall was, the main reason was the leadership.
True.
Pakistan started seeing the corrupt leadership in power. Pakistan started seeing, for the first time, Pakistan started seeing the leaders looting and plundering their national wealth and taking it back to their homes, taking it to out of Pakistan, and it kept growing. It kept growing. It kept going on a bigger level. It never reduced, be it democratic leadership, or be it we saw the era of dictatorship also. But it didn't matter to Pakistan. Pakistan was on a continuous nosedive, and very unfortunately, the institutions were the proud institutions of Pakistan, for like PIA, Pakistan Steel, and many other institutions which were actually adding value to national exchequer, started eating up their own reserves and starting showing losses.
True.
And today we are in a state where PIA from, I'm just quoting a PIA for an example, because PIA in early 70s used to be airline of the year.
And they were training the Emirates
In the world,
and
in the
yes,
world.
globally.
Be it Emirates, be it Singapore Airline, be it any other airline, PIA was master of the airlines. And this iconic institution of Pakistan went down so bad that, I mean, today we are just struggling hard to survive. And the previous government wanted to sell off PIA, and they actually offered Pakistan Steel Mill as buy one get one free. So that was, I mean, so ridiculous. It's not even a joke. How can you talk about your own
national
countries, your
enterprises?
This is your family silver. You can't do it. I'm just reflecting you the mentality of the previous governments, and the people who ruled Pakistan were not very sincere, unfortunately, to their country, and they were sincere to raising their own wealth, raising their own children, and in foreign countries, taking the money outside Pakistan, and that's what hurt Pakistan most. And Pakistan started to bleed. And your next question was what are our recommendations to put Pakistan back on the path
In terms of good practices of governance.
Well, that's no rocket science. You need honest people. You need dedicated people in power. You need a person who does not care about his own personal wealth, does not care about his bank accounts. He is only worried and pushed about his country himself. Forget about Pakistan for a moment and look around what happened in Malaysia. Look around what happened in Singapore. Singapore was one of the most corrupt countries in the world before Lee Kuan Yew took over. Lee Kuan Yew, one man who cared for his country and his people, turned around the country. It's one of the best countries in the world.
It's the best case study.
Look at Malaysia. You have a case study there.
Mahathir
Mohamad turned it around.
Erdogan in Turkey.
Erdogan, yes. So I have my firm belief that Pakistan, after the longest wait, have finally found a person who is honest, dedicated, and a real countryman who who cares about his people, who cares about his country, wants to bring the country back to where it belongs, and it is he took it as a challenge.
True.
He wants to take the money out of those leaders who were untouchables all the time. We have seen them 30, 40 years in power. They're untouchables. You can't touch them. So the first time he is challenging the power center, the people who were untouchables are now behind bars. So I think the country is going on the right track.
That is a big message for the whole country and the whole globe, sir. My second take is, sir, the Pakistan nowadays, the last 1 year, the government, IK government, PTA government is in the control shop. Pakistan again. No, coming my second question is the economy. Pakistan is passing through very testing times, very difficult times nowadays. What is your take? What happened with the economy? Three critical challenges. If this government really focuses, can turn around this country economically?
See, what happens is that when we give the example of good governance, or we give the example of the facilities provided by government to the people of the country, let's say Canada, Scandinavian countries, European countries, or Arabic countries, take Dubai for instance.
True.
We quote examples of their governance. दुबई में ऐसा होता है, कनाडा में यूँ होता है, गवर्नमेंट हेल्थ केयर करती है, फलाना करती है. And when it comes to paying taxes, you look away. Then you don't want to look what government of Dubai is charging to the people of Dubai, or what Canadian government is charging to their people, or Scandinavian countries are charging, or the people intend to pay the taxes to their government because they have belief in their government. You don't want to see that part. So this is the most difficult phase right now that we are passing through. That people expect so much from the government, and the government is ready to deliver. The problem is we don't have money. So where does money come from? There are only two sources to bring in money. One is to take expensive and heavy loans from ADB, I don't know, World Bank or any other institution, and give subsidy to people so that your voters and people are happy. But this is, I would say, this is like you're taking your country to our darkest era. Somebody has to pay back. You, your children, or children next to them. Somebody will pay. You have to pay through your nose.
Sure.
So Pakistan today is in serious kind of debts, and people whoever is not ready to pay taxes should reconsider their stance. That hey, this is a country depending on the taxes, and you're not ready to pay the taxes, and yet you want the country to stand up on its feet. You want a country to be proud of, and you don't want to give any sacrifice for the country. This is not happening. This is not a free ride. This is not a joy ride. This country was born with a vision. Qaid had a vision, and everybody believed in that vision. If you want to fulfill that vision, you have to act accordingly. You have to pay your taxes. You have to come into the tax net. There is no way you can protest for not paying taxes. People are protesting because they don't want to pay tax. I mean, come on. We can sit down. We can negotiate. We are flexible on policies and everything. We are flexible on tax rate also. But you have to come into a tax net.
No question, sir. Tax has to be paid. We have to document the economy. Frankly,
I know people. For instance, I tell you what. Liberty Market in Lahore.
I know. Few just 100,000.
How much tax they paid last year?
It's a really ridiculous.
Just give me a figure, ballpark.
Just 5 से 7 lakh, 10 lakh.
That's it. The whole Liberty Market made billions of rupees.
Yes, I know.
Not ready to pay taxes. 7 lakh rupees tax.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
This is a farce. This is a joke.
Look at other places. And the encouraging part is that when I met all these traders, be it Tariq Road, be it anyone else, Jubilee Market, Electronic Market, all of them were willing to pay tax.
Yes.
They said, we are ready to pay tax, but make the system easier for us. I agree with them. The system
that is a real point.
Has to be easy. Whoever wants to come into TaxNet, it should be facilitated accordingly. There was a time my father used to tell me that
I saw his picture in the chamber yesterday, sir.
Yeah. In earlier days, when
He was the president of chamber. Huh?
he was, yes. In earlier days, whoever was had a tax registration card with him used to be treated as a VIP officially. That was the protocol of this country. That all the taxpayers were treated as VIP. You know, there was
Yeah.
separate line for taxpayers.
Yes.
There were separate special waiting rooms for taxpayers. You know, everywhere. I mean, taxpayers would get airline tickets on priority. Taxpayers would get railway tickets on priority. They'll get the hotel booking on priority. They'll get to meet the government on priority.
Recognition, there was a recognition. Yeah.
You know, I mean, now I think we should go back to that era. We have to, as government, we respect the taxpayers, and we have to respect the taxpayers because of taxpayers, the whole system is will run, and from here on, I assure you that government of Pakistan, knowing Imran Khan for the last 27 years now,
Mashallah.
I know he'll
You're the part of the struggle, sir. I know.
he'll not bend his rules. He's
Agreed.
He's determined to take the country out of debts, and inshallah he'll take the country.
No compromise on principles. My third take, sir, is of FDIs, because the GDP, the economic growth, directly, आपने जो example दिया सिंगापुर की, ली क्वान की, sir, basically the two variables, critical variables for the economic turnaround or the trajectory of the growth, and the first is the FDI, the investment, and second the export. What is your take? Because Harun Sharif I interviewed, he left after the second day of his interview. He was very dynamic guy. There was no minister. Just recently, last 2 weeks back, the new minister of board of investment came in. Sir, what is your take? What are the challenges? Because 52% FDI is now decreasing. What are the government is measuring? You are playing the role, thinking this FDI and increasing the exports to make the country healthy, sir.
देखिए FDI के दो वो हैं
Dimensions.
डायमेंशंस के वो किस तरह आती है नंबर वन तो ये है कि उसकी जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है इन द कंट्री
Yes, sir.
दैट शुड बी सेफ इन्वेस्टमेंट और उसका जो ईज ऑफ बिजनेस है
Ease of doing business.
ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस वो उसको प्रोवाइड होना है
One window operations.
तो वो जब तक आप नहीं देंगे वो कोई FDI आपकी तरफ नहीं
तो क्या उसे this is my question, how you are facilitating the investors, sir?
No, we are doing that because with the new chairman BOI, he's very energetic, enthusiastic person. He's a businessman himself, Zubair, and Zubair is designing the one window operations, and he's getting approvals from PM very fast because he's actually onto it, and that's designed. Okay, now the worry what foreign direct investors were talking about was the situation in Pakistan. You know, Karachi, especially when we talk, has seen a lot of disturbance, political disturbance in Karachi.
Law and order was very difficult.
Law and
Yes.
order, and you know, it was all politically motivated.
Yes, yes.
People in Karachi, you know, since I've been born and raised in Karachi, so being a thoroughbred Karachiite, I can tell you that Karachiites are fun-loving people.
Yes, very entrepreneurial people, very entrepreneurial, adventurous.
You can even see today, I mean,
Yes.
after all that disturbance, Karachi is the hub of business.
It's a thriving.
You can't deny that. You know.
Just 70% is of taxes and business generated through
We
this.
have showing the world a softer image of Pakistan, a new
True.
Pakistan, a rising Pakistan, pulsating, dynamic, a Pakistan which has
What is the narrative of this? Because जैसे Malaysia, truly Asia, India, rising India, Pakistan को narrative बनाया आपने?
They are building now. I've suggested promising Pakistan.
Promising Pakistan.
Yeah. So we have too much to promise.
Okay, sir.
So-
This is the perception about the country,
Oh, bilkul, we have to change the
branding of the country.
because whenever the foreigners come to Pakistan and they roam around, look around with their own eyes, they believe in it. They say, "Oh my God, this is something different," and we have to
Yes,
promote that.
they change their minds.
So, very Pakistan's picture has been negatively painted on the world map, which we have to correct, and we are doing it very successfully.
True.
I would just tell you, for instance, I mean, the tourists in northern area last year were about
Yes.
22,000. Would change into this year
400-500%
over 20 million.
Yes.
So I mean that's amazing.
I congratulate Atif Khan. He's a minister of.
Atif is doing it.
Yes, Atif is really.
So,
Sir,
so this is how we'll change the perception. Inshallah, FDI will.
सर टाइम थोड़ा शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस करूंगा No, Karachi, sir. My only one question, Karachi. My Karachi, I am Karachi, because Karachi is the topic. What are the basic, concrete, fact-based your measures you are taking, being a governor, being a government CM, to turn around Karachi, sir? Karachi.
There is, being a governor, there's very little I can do for Karachi, although I want to do so much for Karachi.
Yes.
But, as governor, you don't have those powers.
I know you're constitutional, but you can an advisory role.
So what we have done is I have taken a special package from Prime Minister for the development of Karachi. I have taken Mayor of Karachi on board.
Okay.
I have taken the Mayor of Hyderabad on board, and we all are working together. We have formed a company named SIDCL, Sindh Infrastructure
I know.
Development Corporation.
Saleh is a secretary, I think.
Saleh is secretary,
Yes.
And through that, Prime Minister has already sanctioned about 42.5 billion rupees for development projects, different development projects, including the Green Line. So I think
Any mass transit because
Green Line is the
Green Line,
first
yes.
mass transit system
Allah Karishi.
introduced to Karachi. We have done more than 80% of the work has been done already. You can go and see the infrastructure in place. You can go and see the bridges, underpass, and everything. It's done. The only thing left is now purchase of ITS and the buses, which we are in process. So, inshallah, very soon you'll see all this happening, and Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Imran Khan, will come to Karachi for inauguration.
Sir, ye one liner short question, one liner 3, 4, 5. Because lot of being a mashallah, the chief executive, especially the governor of this province, sir, lot of stress is over you. You stall of stakeholders is really creating more demands. How, honorable governor, you manage your stress, your anxiety, your stress?
No, I don't. I'll tell you the secret.
This is a human. We are human, sir.
Don't take stress.
Stress देने का है, लेने का नहीं.
Don't take stress.
Don't take stress.
I like working. I like to be indulged and involved in the projects myself.
नहीं, आपकी माशाल्लाह हॉबीज भी है जो आपकी मैंने कार बाइक्स का देखा था वो एक
मुझे इसका काम मेरे शहर का काम हो, मेरे सूबे का काम हो,
तो वो आपको मतलब मजा आता है काम
I enjoy
करने.
work.
सर गुस्सा आता है, एंगर, हाउ डू यू मैनेज?
Of course, I am human being, so
तो व्हाट इज योर स्ट्रेटजी? हम सीखना चाहते हैं आपसे
there is no strategy.
कि निकाल देते हैं या पी जाते हैं.
नहीं, मैं ज़्यादा नहीं करता.
सर वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस हो पाता है? इतनी ज्यादा माशाल्लाह दिन से रात तक हो जाता है, गोंदर हो तो रात भी जाग
लाइफ तो बिल्कुल है ही नहीं, कोई पर्सनल लाइफ तो कोई है ही नहीं.
मुश्किल हो जाता है.
8, 9, 10 बज जाते तो बस के बाद.
सर लीडरशिप के आई थिंक रोल मॉडल हम सब के लिए हैं. 3 लीडरशिप ट्रेट्स ऑफ ए गुड लीडर. सर
देखिए, लीडरशिप के 3 ट्रेट्स मैं आप मुझसे डेफिनेशन चाहते हैं तो
जी.
नंबर 1 यू शुड बी ऑनेस्ट.
ओके.
नंबर 2 कैपेबल होना चाहिए, और नंबर 3 निडर होना चाहिए.
नडर, करेजियस,
दिलेर
होना, हौसला होना चाहिए.
लीडर वही है जो फैसले ले, जो फैसला लेने से डरे
और फिर डिसीजन पे उसके ऊपर स्टैंड भी ले.
देखिए ना, लीडर वो है जो फैसला ले, जो फैसला लेना जानता है, फैसले से ना डरे, यानी ना डर हो गया. फिर वो फैसला देनदार फैसला ले, तो वो ईमानदार हो गया. और फिर वो नंबर 1 तो है ही.
सर सक्सेस को कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं? कामयाबी क्या चीज़ है?
कामयाबी वो है जो आपके जो लोग हैं, अवाम हैं, उनके दिलों से अगर आप
यू कंकर द हार्ट्स ऑफ पीपल.
और वो राज करने का तरीका ये है कि आप अपनी जात से ऊपर बढ़ के अपने,
असल राजनीति यही है कि अपनी जात से ऊपर चले जाएं.
डेफिनेटली आप अगर अपनी जात तक महदूद रहेंगे तो आप कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते.
अब छोटे हो जाएंगे. हैप्पीनेस, वन लाइन सर.
हैप्पीनेस इज इन बिलीव इन गॉड.
बिलीव इन गॉड. योर इंस्पिरेशन, योर रोल मॉडल. सर
मेरा रोल मॉडल ज़ाहिर है कि हुज़ूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, कायदे आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना, एंड पर्सनल लाइफ टुडे, और अल्लाह ने अच्छा रखे, इमरान खान इज माय रोल.
सेकंड लास्ट क्वेश्चन, डिसीजन जिंदगी में, क्योंकि जो भी बड़ा बंदा होता है माशाल्लाह, जिस अल्लाह ने आपको हसीन दिया, तो फैसले करने पड़ते हैं. आपने खुद ही का लीडरशिप इज ऑल अबाउट डिसीजन मेकिंग. एनी 1, 2, 3 डिफिकल्ट डिसीजंस इमरान भाई यू टुक इन योर लाइफ? बड़े काफी किए, 2-3 जिसमें टर्न आपको रियली यू लर्न समथिंग.
देखें, सारी जिंदगी में मुख्तलिफ आपके ऊपर वक्त आते हैं, इसमें आपको मुख्तलिफ फैसले लेने पड़ते हैं, और कई फैसले ऐसे होते हैं जो शायद आपको गलत साबित करते हैं जिंदगी में कि आपने ठीक फैसला नहीं किया, लेकिन क्योंकि आप अगर साफ नीयत के साथ फैसला करते हैं, उसमें अल्लाह की मदद भी शामिल होती है.
ये टाइम बेसिकली बताता है कि
गलत फैसला भी ठीक हो जाता है, आपकी गलत चीजें भी ठीक हो जाती हैं अगर आप नीयत अपनी ठीक डाल रहे हैं. और अगर आप ہوشیار فیصلے کر رہے ہو نا کہ آپ اس میں سے بچنا بھی چاہتے ہو, آپ کا نام بھی نہ آئے, آپ کا کام بھی ہو جائے, آپ کی جیب بھی گرم ہو جائے, فلاں بھی ہو جائے, تو پھر آپ کہیں کے بھی نہیں رہتے. پھر آپ کی یہ ساری ہوشیاری یہیں کی یہیں دری رہ جاتی ہے.
وہ شارٹ لفٹ ہوتی
سامنے لے آتا ہے,
شارٹ لفٹ ہوتی ہے,
شارٹ لفٹ بھی نہیں ہوتی, وہ کہیں نہیں جاتے. آپ کے سامنے دنیا میں آج آپ دیکھ رہے ہیں نا, جو بڑے بڑے ہوشیار تھے ذلیل ہو رہے ہیں
ذلیل ہو رہے ہیں.
کیونکہ انہوں نے یہ کام کیے ہیں, تو ہی ہو رہے ہیں.
True کہہ رہے
نہیں کی دنیا میں ان کو اللہ نے عزت دی. مہاتیر محمد نے
آج بھی ان کی
آج بھی عزت ہے, لوگ گھر سے لے کر آئے اس کو 90 سال کی عمر.
ٹرولی سر, لاسٹ کو پاکستان کو 5 سال بعد, کیونکہ بہت اس وقت فرسٹریشن ہے, کیا میسج آف ہوپ, آپٹیمزم, اور پاکستان کو 5 سال بعد کہاں دیکھتے ہیں سر؟ ویئر ڈو یو سی پاکستان؟
میں سمجھتا ہوں کہ اگلے آنے والے 5 سال میں دنیا دیکھے گی پاکستان کو کہ واٹ اے رائز ان 5 years انشاءاللہ. آپ دیکھیے گا, یہ بڑا مشکل کام ہے, بڑا اسٹیٹمنٹ میں آپ کو دے رہا ہوں, لیکن اللہ نے موقع دیا تو مجھے بھرپور اللہ کی ذات سے یقین ہے کہ پاکستان کو ہم ایک نئے مقام پہ, ایک نئے لیول پہ لے جائیں.
سر تھینک یو سر, تھینک یو ویری مچ.